John Fury versus Mike Tyson. I might say Mike Tyson. Yeah, it's John Fury versus Mike Tyson. The reason why I'm saying it is because John Fury has been persistently calling out Iron Mike Tyson. Why am I even talking about this? Is because it's been going on and on and on. And you know what? This fight might happen on one condition. Let's talk about it on BWTM Sports. Morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. Glad you could join us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, and most of all, leave comments. There's not a lot of comments in the comment section, and we need comments because comments make the video go viral. And we need a few videos start going viral on this channel. People say they love the content, and we need to start leaving comments for me. It's happy birthday, and it's not my birthday. Anyway, let's move on. So, John Fury against Mike Tyson. So, yeah, people will straight away tell me John Fury ducked Mickey Theo. Yes. Let's see, I have a major problem with this fight. You see, now Mike's already agreed. Mike Tyson's already agreed that he will fight John Fury on one condition. And the one condition is that Tyson Fury fights Francis Ngannou on a rematch. If Francis Ngannou gets a rematch with Tyson Fury, then we see John Fury against Mike Tyson. See, I have a problem with this fight because if you look at Mike's career, early in his career, he fought guys similar to John Fury. If you look, big guys, he used to just walk over and blast them and knock them over and around. And the thing is, John Fury, I like John, met him before, really nice guy. And, I'm not being disrespectful here. He probably gouged my eye out. It's not about that. What I'm saying here is that if you're getting knocked out, if you're getting stretched out by Henry Akinwande, who's not noted as one of the biggest punchers, and now you're going to go in the ring, you're not a big puncher. You were never a big puncher in your career. So now you say you're fit, yeah? The fittest 56, 58, you're whatever. The first time Mike lands in your chin, it is good night. That is it. You can be boom, one shot, good night. I see just Mike find one shot, John Fury just falling through the ropes, and that fight being over. Why the hell do I want to watch that? Why do I want to watch that? I'm not saying John Fury won't come out and give it his all. But the calculation of Mike's fist and power versus John Fury's jaw in the boxing ring spells for big trouble. Like I said, you've been stretched out by Henry Akinwande, who was not a big puncher. Having said that, Henry Akinwande did catch Lewis on, I think, top of the forehead in that fight where he kind of slipped, kind of went to the canvas, but people say it was a knock. It wasn't a knockdown, but I think Henry Akinwande did knock Lewis down. It was just a flash knockdown. But yeah, I come on. I mean, Mike was holding back punches against Roy Jones Jr. Mike getting himself in fantastic shape just for one fight against. I mean, even at that age, I hope Mike bites his tongue off so he doesn't have to listen to John Fury anymore. He says he doesn't care if he gets killed. He just wants the money so he doesn't have to beg his son all the time. Yeah, but will he be able to spend that money afterwards? Will he be able to spend that money after? I mean, you're calling a man out. You know, the money you're spending, you might end up having to replace your teeth afterwards. This is not a joke. This is serious. It's not like John Fury is 20, 30 years old. This is a man that's nearly 60. Calling out Mike Tyson. a man that in his peak was, I don't call him the baddest man on the planet, because I always think that was a gimmick by Don King, because who did he beat to be the baddest man on the planet? That Trevor Berbick, Larry Holmes. I mean, who did he beat to be the what's his name? Not Berbick. Berbick. Berbick was the heavyweight champion of the world. Was Berbick a bad man? I wouldn't say he was the baddest man on the planet. So it was a gimmick that Don King came up with. So, but Mike Tyson in his peak, John Fury wouldn't. If you put Mike Tyson in his peak when Mike was fighting and when John was fighting, you wouldn't even begin to talk, even say the word "ma." You wouldn't dare put your mouth together to put the two people together in the same room. Listen, John Fury, I don't think could beat Frank Bruno. Truth be told, I don't think he beats Frank Bruno. I'm not, we could keep going with that. So I'm not disrespecting John Fury. I'm just being honest. He can shout and scream and make all this noise. But value for money, I just don't see. It's hyping. If I were John Fury, I swear, I'm not being funny, yeah? Let me show you something, yeah? Back in the day, I used to look at Carl Froch, and I used to think, you know what? I used to watch Jeremy Kyle show, and I used to think to myself, you know what? Carl Froch could do that Jeremy Kyle show and do it well. He now has his own show, yeah? He has his own show, his lovely wife, Rachel, yeah? And I love his show, Carl Froch. And I think that John Fury would make a poor man's Hulk Hogan, and he'd probably do better in wrestling than he would boxing. If I were John Fury, I'd swerve Mike Tyson and we'll go and wrestle. I would wrestle. I think John Fury would do well in the wrestling world. Yes, I really do. John, swerve Mike Tyson. I pretend just said you were punch drunk or something. Go and wrestle. You'll make the money. Your son's already been in the WWE. Yeah, there's a connection there. Father and son tag team. Go and wrestle, John. Stay away from the boxing ring. Stay away from Mike Tyson. I don't think you understand. Like, Mike and Roy was a business deal. You are seriously beginning to annoy Mike. And I don't think that's a good thing. The last thing a fighter loses is punch. And I really don't like the idea of you. I mean, you're a traveling man. You're a fighting man, and you want to fight Mike. Really? People still ask about Mickey Theo. And that's neither here nor that never happened. And it's not my business. But I don't think this Mike Tyson thing should be happening. Because if Mike cleans you out and around, what are we getting? Thank you, Mike. Thank you. You're a good man, Mike. You're a good man. Thank you, Mike. Who's paying for that? Who's paying for 3 minutes of carnage? I mean, some people will pay for that because they want to see you get your ass knocked over. I don't, because you're a aging man. I'm not being disrespectful. I don't want to see you getting knocked for the ropes, and then somebody saying John Fury's in hospital, blah de blah. I don't want that. I don't want that. The tough man competition is fine, but I don't want to see that. Sorry. And for Tyson Fury, seeing his old man getting blasted out of there by Mike Tyson. Okay, but then we had the McBride fight. Mike wasn't motivated, but I think Mike can be motivated for this one. Let's people say this. Every traveler's family, every traveler family, but the Fury has bare knuckle footage online. I don't even believe any of them fought like they say they do. Could John Fury be gone up? I really don't like John Fury. Not a fan at all. I feel he's super cringe. John Fury is unbearable. His cringe is another level. The WWE would be perfect for John. Yeah, I've said it. John Fury should be in the WWE. It's not being disrespectful. John, you want to make money? Go in WWE. When I look at John Fury, I look at a poor man's Hulk Hogan. Like when I see me ripping his shirt and doing all the stuff, it's like the only thing that's missing with John Fury is hearing in the background, "I'm a real American." Every time I see John Fury, I see that. He's got the beard, he's got the look. You just put him in yellow and red, and you've got Hulk Hogan right there. And then you could call him the Furious One. And he could just be running around the WWE calling people out like a madman. Call you out. Ah! The traveling king, they could call him. I don't know. The Furious One. Rah! You, and he'd do good in front of the camera as well. Just John, just looking at the camera there. He'll do it and he will do well. That's where you belong, John. At your age, that's where you belong. Not the boxing ring calling out Mike Tyson. No. And I hope somebody listens to this video tonight and goes, you know what? That BWTM Sports has got a point. John Fury in the WWE. His son's in the WWE. There's talks of his son coming back into the WWE. Maybe they can script it in such a way that there's a tag team. Like maybe John could be in the audience and Tyson's fighting someone. And John goes, "Hey, you want to fight?" And then somebody, John jumps John, and there's confusion. And John saying, "I want to fight him. I want to fight him." And then Tyson goes, "Yeah, son, yeah, daddy, dad. Well, we'll go for him together. Come on, dad, we'll do it together." Or maybe triple threat. John Fury, Tyson Fury, Tommy Fury, triple threat. The three of them come out, the Furies, and fight in wrestling. You laugh, but I think it's a brilliant deal. You've got John Fury, known for, well, shouting and screaming at every Tyson Fury's press conference or Tommy Fury's press conference. You've got Tommy Fury, who's known for Love Island and just recently beaten KSI. And then you've got Tyson Fury, heavyweight champion of the world, who's now famous for elbowing the UFC fighter, the guy who was meant to elbow Tyson Fury, which was Francis Ngannou. No, Fury went one step further and elbowed Francis Ngannou. So you've got the three of them there. So the three of them, the Furies, could go into the wrestling. And Fury could say bye-bye to boxing. And he can retire from boxing forever. And then he can go and wrestle. And they can take all that noise to the WWE, where it belongs. There you go. That's my point there. So no, I don't want to see John Fury versus Mike Tyson. And I believe it's only one blow from Mike. Mike steps through the ropes. Ding, ding, ding. Round one. John Fury goes into southpaw stance. Mike slips in, slip, bang, bang, good night. That's it. Before John could even think about putting two punches together, because John has not even been in the ring with anybody like that. So sorry. That's why I look at it. The WWE would be perfect for John. John Fury versus The Undertaker. Exactly. He'd probably be a better commentator than a coach. There you go. Katie, the Big Red Machine versus John, the Big Gypsy King. There you go. There you go. You're excited about it already. No, I feel like as a commentator, he'd get bored and want to join in the action with that. Yeah. And then those antics would make sense. Remember, you heard it here first. John Fury in wrestling. And Tyson, if you're listening, if you're watching, and any of Team Fury. And one more thing I want to say. Shane Fury. Never met Shane Fury in my life. But let me tell you something. I love that guy. I've got a real love for Shane Fury. Don't ask me why. But I got a real love for him. I listen to him. He's down to earth. He's sensible. He just seems the kind of guy that you could go out with, go up the pub, have a chat with, and just balanced. And when I look at him talk, it's weird. When I look at him talk, oftentimes I see Tyson and I see Peter Fury when he's talking. Like sometimes mannerisms, I see Peter there. And then certain mannerisms, I see Tyson there. So I love Shane Fury. I really do like Shane Fury. I really do. He's got sense. He's got more sense than a lot of people in boxing that are promoters and managers and experts. Shane Fury talks a lot of sense. Really do. I don't think he's going to like what I'm saying about his pops, but maybe he'll see it and say, you know what? Maybe he's talking sense. I don't really want to see my dad getting punched up by Mike Tyson. As much as there's a moment, yeah, my dad's fighting Mike Tyson. The consequences of this is not great, but at least John Fury can kind of like go into wrestling. And, you know, Mike's already been in the wrestling as well. So Mike can kind of tag team. Mike and John can do something together that way where they keep the relationship cool and nobody gets seriously hurt. You see that? I'm sure Shane is Peter's son and not John's. I don't know. Not my business. But from what I've seen, I see a lot of Peter Fury when I see Shane. I see a lot of Peter Fury in terms of some of the mannerisms. Some of the mannerisms, I look at him, he's talking, thinking, that's Peter talking there. And then it's switching, I see Tyson there. You know? And then I kind of, in his voice sometimes, I kind of hear John. So he's got a mixture of all of them there. Yeah, I agree. He's actually got a level head and doesn't talk nonsense like the other Furies. I wonder why he's different when they all brought up in the same family. Curious. Yeah, I like him. I just like that dude. I really like him. It's the kind of guy, right? I would ask, you know what, Shane? I'd love to talk to you on the show. Let's just talk about life. And I think he'd be funny. I think he'd be realistic. And it's those type of guys we need in boxing. We need more of them, less John Furies. But we do need John. I still think we need John Fury. Not when it's overplayed. I think there's a place for the John Fury thing. Not every time he's on. I don't see it all the time. But in its moments, in its place, it's good, I think. But not all the time. Not all the time. So, yeah. That's it, really. Those are my thoughts. That's why I call it Mike Tyson versus John Fury, the punch. I just see that punch hitting Fionn and it being curtains. I'd rather it not be that way. So, WWE, John, WWE, you can still be a fighting man. And you can fight against the great legends of wrestling. It's the whole career in it. You know, have a try. Tommy Fury, same with you as well. Not so much Tommy. I don't know if Tommy's got the personality for that. Maybe Tommy Fury can be like Shane McMahon sort of thing. Anyway, I'm out of here. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments. I really appreciate it. And yeah, be back with another one in a moment. And it's going to be about Deontay Wilder in MMA. No.